It is a legal requirement that counties do own media, actually start radio stations and television stations in furtherance of the constitutional requirement of public participation. So we feel strongly that the CA and whoever has advised them are in flagrant disregard of constitutional requirement that counties be issued with frequencies.
This was yesterday when the Council of Governor Chair Peter Munya said they would be moving to court to challenge the alleged decision by Communication Authority to deny counties frequencies to broadcast. In a rejoinder, the Director Legal Services at Communication Authority of Kenya, John Omo, said that the authority has already reserved resources for broadcasting by the county government.
The national government and ourselves are in the process of developing a comprehensive framework. Indeed, in 2 weeks' time, I think that policy will be discussed by a committee of parliament, a proposed policy on ICT, including broadcasting. And so for now, we don't have a framework either in law or at the level of policy in terms of how county governments can disseminate information through the use of spectrum and hence public broadcasting.
Omo said the authority has held discussions with key stakeholders, among them the Council of Governors, to utilize resources that the national broadcaster KBC has pending the outcome of the talks.
There was a meeting indeed in which the county governments participated and a cabinet subcommittee was established to deal with how, in the interim, as this policy is being developed and possibly legislation, how the county governments can be facilitated. And the proposal that we have is that so that the county governments perform an obligation that is mandated, that is given to them by the Constitution, so that we use resources that are already allocated or assigned to the national broadcaster. And we are already in discussions with the national broadcaster in terms of budgeting, in terms of how this can be done.
Omo dismissed claims that the national broadcaster does not have a footing in all regions in the country, saying that KBC has at least a 90% national coverage and plans are underway to ensure 100% coverage.
To ensure that a few areas, indeed, they must be very few indeed, that are not yet reached are reached, as opposed to, assigning resources to county governments while we don't have a framework on how those resources will be utilized.
Public broadcasting is the national government function according to the Constitution, but the counties have the obligation to broadcast county assembly proceedings according to the County Governments Act 2012. Caroline Kamau reporting for Channel 1 News Hour.